I got called here today on a Saturday, and
Sorry, man.
maybe you can kind of tell me kind of what's happened.
Yeah, I killed my wife.
70-year-old Dave Meyer turned himself into the police after having shot his wife. Here's what he had to say.
Hello, Dave.
It's all right.
Hi, Dave.
How you doing?
Doing well. Thanks.
The offer still stands if you want something to snack on or
Yeah, no, I'm good.
drink.
My water's good.
Okay.
Water good?
Yep.
Okay. Well, Dave, like I said, I'm Detective Pearson. I work with Roy City Police. This is Detective Frawley.
Nice to meet you.
I'm kind of here to talk to you, try to clear some things up and try to figure out kind of what's happened, okay?
Okay.
But that being said, because we're here at the police department, I want to talk to you. I have to read you your rights.
I understand.
Okay? So just understand that's why I'm reading them.
Yep.
Can you just really quick give me your full name and date of birth?
Dave Richard Meyer, M-E-Y-E-R.
Okay? And your current address. Okay, Dave. So you do have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have your lawyer present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before any questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Dave, do you understand each of these rights I've explained to you?
I do.
Okay. And having those rights in mind, would you like to talk to me?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I got called here today on a Saturday, and
Sorry, man.
maybe you can kind of tell me kind of what's happened.
Yeah, I killed my wife,
Who's your wife?
Suzanne Meyer.
Suzanne Meyer.
Can you just tell us what happened, Dave?
Yeah, this goes back 11 years. She was run over, had an accident here in Roy. Destroyed her back, her nerves, just totally destroyed her. Very strong woman, in the gym all her life, ran, lifted every day, in shape. Accident crushed her. She went to doctors. She finally ended up having some bars put in her back, some steel bars. However, she's never out of pain. And the way, long story. So they this and that medication didn't do any good. She's fought that for 11 years. And finally she had enough. She, here 6 months ago, through injury here and there, she just couldn't go to the gym anymore. She couldn't run anymore. That was her life. That was everything. We lived in the gym. And she used to tell me all the time, if it weren't for my dogs, I'd kill myself. Not me, the dogs. She here in the last freaking month, she'd tell me, here's a strong woman who and I just watched her crumble. You know, she would go to the doctors and automatically they would see, so they just blow everything off. And of course, they didn't give her enough to take care of the pain. It was always to dull the pain. Well, you know, back pain is, she couldn't even bend over to pick up anything off the floor. And finally she reached a point, she said, please just kill me. I couldn't do it. And, you know, it probably went on for a month where she just kept asking me to kill her and take her out of her misery. I'm not sure when. I don't know if I've been in shock. I don't know if I've been. I don't know. And I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday. We were laying on the bed, and she said, "Please, please kill me." And she said, "I don't want to live with this pain anymore." And so she was laying half on the bed, half off, and I was rubbing her back, and she said, "Please kill me." And I took the pistol, and I was rubbing her back, and I shot her. I guess I went into shock, and I don't know, 4 days, 3 days, I don't even know. I didn't sleep. I slept odd, just in the couch on the chair. I just kept the bedroom door closed. And I woke up this morning and I know what I needed to do, so I called you guys. Just
sounds like that accident was a nasty accident. And
oh, it was horrible.
I can't imagine. I can't imagine being in pain for 11 years.
Oh yeah, and she was. You know, you'd ask her friends at the gym. She stuck it out for so long and worked through the pain. Here, this last 6 months, it got to her. She just couldn't do it anymore. You know, just tired of getting blown off by doctors. Any doctor she'd go to, first thing they look at is, and nobody'd help her. She gets shots in her back. It didn't do any good. They got her on some kind of meds that was a long release. Well, didn't do any good. So,
Dave, did you stay in the house since that time?
yes.
Did you?
I might have
go
gone to
anywhere
the
else?
store to get the dogs some treats or something. I don't know, but I don't know where. But I don't know. I guess I was in shock. Yeah, I didn't go anywhere. Maybe the store.
Just beyond the store, nowhere else. And
No. You know, we were in the middle of moving. And just compounded on us.
Dave, real quick, is this a knife in your belt there? Is that a knife?
No.
Oh, okay.
Just the belt.
Okay. All right. It looked like one of those quick release ones.
Oh, sorry.
so, Dave, where were you moving to? Where were you
Well,
guys-
we didn't know yet. We had we looked at some places. Obviously, so nobody wants to do anything for you. So we're kind of in limbo. And we'd packed up our house. We're kind of ready to go. We're just waiting to see where we could move.
But no, you didn't have anywhere yet, I
No.
guess.
You said you took the pistol and shot her.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of pistol was it?
It was a 9mm.
9mm. Is it a what's the brand?
Smith & Wesson.
Smith & Wesson. And where did you shoot her at?
In the temple.
The temple. So just making sure I understand correctly, she's kind of onto the bed, laying half on the bed. You're rubbing her back, she's saying, take me out of my pain.
Yeah, well, not at that exact moment. She had asked me earlier, please. It was constant. It was, for the last month, it was every day, 3-4 times a day. She was just done. And yeah, it was probably the night before when the last time she asked me to do it. She was laying on the bed, and I don't remember what our conversation was, and I grabbed the gun, I was rubbing her back, and I shot her.
So it was the night before she asked you to do it, and Dave. So like Monday night.
Yeah, Monday or yeah, it was constant. It was a constant part of our conversation. She told me constantly if I didn't have my dogs, I would kill myself. So it wasn't me; it was their dogs. I just couldn't stand to see her suffer anymore. It was fucking horrible. It was all the time. It was every day, every morning, she couldn't do things. She couldn't ride in a car for more than an hour. She couldn't fly on an airplane. She couldn't stand. She couldn't sit. She couldn't work. It overwhelmed our life. Her back injury overwhelmed our life. Everything we did, everything, we couldn't do things because of her back.
David said, I think when you called into the dispatchers, I think the notes were that you said you choked her.
No, not at all. I called into dispatch and she asked me, I gave her my address and she asked me what happened. And I said, I shot my wife.
Oh, okay.
And she said, is she alive? And I said, no. And she said, do you have a weapon on you? I said, no, it's in the bedroom and I'm outside. She told me, wait for you guys to get there and put my hands above my head.
Okay.
I didn't choke her.
Okay. I thought I saw some note about choking. As far as you know, was she ever choked at all?
No,
Okay.
Never.
Okay. And is it just you two that live at the home?
Yes.
Do you guys have children?
We do. Not together, from previous marriage.
Okay. And how often do they come and visit?
She sees her daughter. Her son lives back east. She sees her daughter maybe once a week.
Okay.
I see my kids probably once a week.
Okay.
How long you guys been married, Dave?
12 years, 11 years, 12 years.
11 or 12 years. Was this injury causing stress on your marriage as well?
Oh, sure. Yeah, of course it was.
In what kind of way?
Well, here's a viable woman that was strong, was healthy, was a runner, a weightlifter, competed in bodybuilding contests, and all of a sudden, slowly over that 11 years after her injury, she just went downhill. It was just a constant battle on her part to stay out of pain, and she just couldn't do it. Of course, that put stress on me.
How did you deal with it? I mean,
how could I deal with it? I just lived with the pain like I had the pain. There was things we couldn't do. There was, it was just hard, man. I retired in 2016.
What did you do, Dave?
Until 2000, I was in the military. And then I worked for various engineering firms, Lockheed Martin.
Okay.
There was it ruled our life. And being married to her, I accepted that. That was part of the way it was.
That you aren't going to be able to go places and do things.
She couldn't fly. She couldn't ride in a car for more than an hour or two, or she'd be curled up on the back seat in pain. We dealt with it the best we could. We did go, so we just, we lived in the gym the best we could until, probably, and that's probably been 7 months for her. She went through a series of injuries, torn rotator cuff, torn shoulder, and it just got progressively worse.
Did she ever tell other people or family members that she wanted to die other than you?
I don't know. I didn't, I don't know.
As far as you know, you were the only one she confided in with that?
Yeah, I don't know what she talked to other people about. They all know she's hurting. They all know she's having issues with pain, and it's a constant pain. And to live with constant pain over the years takes a toll on you.
Sure does. What gym? Well, you said the gym. What was she able to do in the gym? With
Before or after?
After.
I mean, after her injury, she still did pretty good. Like I said, she competed in 2016 in a bodybuilding show.
Really?
But it was always she could do better because she always thought she could do better because she was injured. She was very limited to what she could do, and she worked around that. She worked hard. Did it cause her more pain? Probably.
And you would go to the gym with her, Dave?
Oh yeah,
then?
yeah, for sure.
What gym did you guys go to? And did it change? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So for the past 6 months, she hasn't been able to go to the gym due to the injuries.
No, she might have been in the last 6 months. She might have been at the gym. I don't know, half a dozen times. Just she used to have to go just for sanity. That she didn't do much, or if she did do anything, she'd even hurt worse. So,
So that was kind of going to lead me to the next question. Kind of what was the day to day? You're retired. Did she work?
Yeah, a long time ago she worked, and then as the pain got worse, she couldn't work. She tried, but that's a whole nother story.
Sure.
Anytime they see a woman with muscles, they automatically assume. Yeah, so it was an everyday. She would wake up telling me how bad she hurt, and she would go to bed at night telling me how much she hurt. It was every day. It was, I'd watch her where she couldn't bend over and pick up anything on the floor.
Yeah.
Just was a horrible way to live.
I can't imagine.
Did you talk to anybody else about what was going on, Dave? Just
Not really. We were pretty private people.
private about it.
Yeah, we were pretty private people. I mean, everybody at the gym knew she had a bad back, and she suffered with that. And
And David, kind of going back to, the incident, You said you shot her. You shut the bedroom door, and then you were sleeping out on the recliner. Out in is that the main living room there? Okay. And she kind of left her there. Never.
I might have gone back there once or twice and
Sure.
rubbed her back and kissed her. And
Okay.
I don't know. I guess I was in shock. I don't know. I didn't. I don't know. I sat in my house and just tried to not focus on what I'd done. And is it justified? No. Do I feel guilty? Hell yes. But at the same time, I know she's not in pain anymore. You know, see a woman suffer every day, all day, from the time you wake up till you go to bed at night. It's really fucking hard.
Okay. Step out for a moment. You okay?
Can I get you something, Dave?
Nah, I'm good, thanks.
Okay. We'll just sit here for a minute, Dave, till Detective Pearson gets back. If you're okay with that. Didn't have any shoes on, Dave.
Oh, they took my shoes
Oh,
off.
took your
I
shoes off.
don't know where they are. My feet are freaking cold.
Make sure all my notes are good, Dave.
Sure.
All right. So your wife, Suzanne, did you call her Sue?
Mm-hmm.
And is S-U-Z?
Full name's Suzanne.
And same last name, Meyer?
Mm-hmm.
And what is her date of birth?
May 7th, 62.
And her most recent employer?
She worked for some clothing store in Layton for like 2 hours a day. That was probably 2 years ago. She quit. She couldn't do it anymore.
And who are the doctors that she goes and visits?
Well, I couldn't give you names. I know she goes sees a pain med guy in Ogden.
Do you know what the clinic name is?
No, I don't. Probably on her prescription bottles.
Okay.
And she just recently went.
Okay.
Saw her about, probably last week.
Okay.
And that was kind of her last straw. Lady said, I can't do nothing for you. You're going to be in pain the rest of your life. Yeah, no.
Did she see any therapists or anything?
Yeah.
No therapists?
No.
Who are her close friends?
She hangs a lot with her sister.
Okay. Sister's her close friend?
Mm-hmm.
What's her name?
Sandy. I don't know what her last name is.
Okay. Yeah. Insurance, life insurance, who does she go through?
We don't have life insurance.
So she's going through a pain clinic in Ogden. Is that the only one she's been to? Has she been to other pain clinics?
She went to one in Layton for a while.
Do you know that name?
No, I don't. I'm sorry.
But you don't know any of like the doctors she'd been seeing?
No, just that one. She was going on base. She just here last month, so we had to switch doctors. So she was kind of looking for one. She found a female doctor that somebody had recommended to her here in Roy, and I told her she had made an appointment. Went saw her, and the lady basically told her, "Can't do nothing for you. You're gonna need pain the rest of your life." And that's pretty deflating. I mean,
Absolutely.
when you can't even bend over to pick up someone off the floor.
Absolutely. Did Sue have any like mental health concerns? I know you said you guys are a private kind of family.
We don't go out. We don't drink. We don't go out. We don't socialize a lot.
Neither one of you
Our
guys.
social life comes from the gym.
Okay. Neither one of you guys are drinkers.
No.
You don't drink alcohol.
No.
What about substance abuse? How often?
It's kind of a way she goes to sleep. It doesn't cut the pain, but it makes her go to sleep.
And I know that she said, kill me, just end my life. I know you said that she said that multiple times.
Oh, yeah.
Was there ever like a joint decision that you guys made to make that?
No, I always told her she was fucked up in the head. I wasn't going to do that.
Okay. So you never you guys didn't come up with some.
No.
Okay.
Plan? No.
She used said for her pain.
Yeah, they were called. It's a time release. She's been on it for 10 years. I mean, that in itself kind of dulls your brain. It makes you a different person.
Do you know what the name of those medications are?
I do, but right now I don't.
Okay. Did she ever say like she was going to overdose on her pills, or
She can't.
she can't?
No, you can't overdose on it. Took like 3 a day, so they're spaced probably 8 hours apart.
Kind of going to the incident. You said you shot her in the temple. Is that
I
her?
think so. I think so. I was rubbing her back with this hand, and I had a weapon in this hand. I was rubbing her back, and I put it up this way, and I shot. And I threw the weapon over on the bed. And I got up, and I walked out of the room.
So the weapon was in the right hand. There's no there's no plan as to where you put. You just pointed the
No, I
weapon
just
at her.
pointed and did.
Okay.
And believe me, I thought a lot about going back in the bedroom and doing myself. And I can't do that. I have to take responsibility for what I did.
If there's, she's talking about just kill me, kill me, kill. Did she ever mention just suicide, that she maybe was just going to kill herself?
Oh, yes. Yeah. 2 or 3 times a week, she told me if it weren't for my dogs, I would kill myself.
Do you know why she won't just kill herself then? If that's what.
If she didn't have those dogs, she'd have done it a long time ago. Only thing kept her whole life was into those dogs since, her life was the gym and the dogs.
It's the reason they're a man's best friend.
Oh, they are.
And that's exactly
they really
it.
are.
Yeah. We would do anything for dogs.
Yeah, we would.
What kind of dogs are they?
One's a standard poodle, about 55, 60 pounds, and the other one's an Afghan hound, which are very rare.
I have only seen photos of Afghan hounds. Yes. Okay. 6 months ago is about when she stopped going to the gym. Was that the last known? She go off and on.
Yeah, so, well, we were there every day. We were there 6, 7 days a week for the whole time we've been married. And here probably a year and a half, 2 years ago, we quit working out together. I started training people. She started training a couple people. She would do her thing in the gym, I would do mine, and then probably 6 months ago is when she just wasn't able to do it anymore. She just could not freaking do it. It took every bit of strength she had to walk the dogs, and that was her priority for the day, was walking those dogs.
Yeah. Let me rephrase my question. 6 months ago, you guys stopped going actively every day.
She did. I kept going because I was training people, so that was kind of a added income for us, which we didn't have because she wasn't working.
But she had been to the gym since then?
A few times, maybe half a dozen times, spread over,
Okay.
3, 4, 5, 6 months.
She had a cane. How was her mobility? She was able to walk freely.
Yeah.
She wasn't in a wheelchair?
No.
Okay. Did she ever go to like physical therapy after the injury?
Yeah, after the injury, she did for a long time.
And how long has that been? How long has she stopped on that?
Probably a year after she was injured.
Okay.
She just, it wasn't doing any good.
So maybe 10 years ago she
She
stopped going
quit
to
going to physical therapy. And when she had her little injuries, like her bicep tear and her rotator cuff tear, she went to physical therapy for a couple weeks on both of those, but not for her back.
Do you know who her physical therapist was?
No.
Okay. Do you guys have a history of like arguments,
No.
fighting?
No.
No. How would you describe your guys' marriage?
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were married. She kind of did her thing. I did mine. And, once we lost the gym together, that was, that was kind of weird.
What's that, Dave? What did you said it was kind of weird after?
Yeah, it was weird not working out with her anymore. I mean, that was our whole life together. And she just couldn't do it. Just, she might be able to do it, but she was in so much pain afterwards, it wasn't worth it for her.
Did that kind of define your? Sounds like it kind of defined your a big
But
part.
the gym? Oh,
Yeah.
It did. It did. And then it was dogs, and then...
For her, it was dogs, I guess.
yeah, no, I guess it was me, too.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Did you find other things to do together other than the gym, like since I was gone? And,
No, not really. The
okay.
dogs in the gym was our life. I mean, yeah, we like watching Netflix and, but like a hobby or sport, no, she couldn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't. I'm 69 years old. I'm breaking. So,
You don't look 69.
yeah, I feel it, believe me.
You don't look it.
I feel 80.
Dave, talking about the house.
It did, yeah.
So how was it? Was the retirement not?
Yeah, so back during COVID, I took a
Okay.
was where the bank just pushed your loan. Well, what they told me was they would push that amount and tag it on to the end of the loan, which was fine. So we came out and the bank said, no, that's not the way it works. We need $25,000 cash. I didn't have $25,000 cash on a fixed income, Social Security, and a military retirement. So I said, well, how can we work around this? They said, well, we can refinance your house. Well, when I bought my house, I was working a regular job, so I could afford it. Well, now they want to refinance my house. And I said, well, it's going to be tough. So we argued back and forth what we were going to do, and I kept telling them, you guys told me, and this was very typical after COVID when all this came due. Companies had told the house owners that they could tag it on to the end of their loan, and then all of a sudden, because there was no paperwork up front to do, there was nothing in writing. So then I get a notice from a what are they called? A company out of California, and said I owed them $25,000. That the bank had turned that $25,000 over to them. Well, so now I'm hosed because now you've trashed my credit. I can't refinance a house, which meant we were going to have to move. So we start talking about that, and it went to. Yeah, sorry, my short-term memory shit. It went to auction. It auctioned out. I got a notice from a guy on the 20th of December. We had to be out by the 25th of December. I called him up. He gave us till the 20th of this month to find some place to live. We started packing all our stuff. We were ready to go, and we just couldn't find any place. To take dogs with you, and it's hard to find. And because my credit's trash, no. That's the first thing I want to know. And your host, you're screwed. So we basically had no place to go.
Gotcha. Okay. Did that cause concern in the marriage at all?
Oh, concern, yeah, but not. We can get through anything.
Sure.
Except the pain. We could have moved to California to my brother's house. We could have, obviously not get the kind of house that we had, but.
Okay. Was there anything that you would like to tell us additionally that you may?
No, not really. I mean, I did it. I'm guilty. I can't say any more than that, right? I mean, I did it. I don't dispute that fact.
Yeah, and I don't necessarily mean like about that, but just in general, like if there's, if anything that may be important for us to just kind of understand or know pertaining maybe the marriage or what certain struggles you guys maybe had, or if there was outside influences, anything to that effect is what I'm kind of referring to. Okay.
Just, like I said, we're pretty private people.
Well, that's how I am as well, so I don't fault you for that.
We had friends at the gym, but did we have people over for dinner? No. Did we go over to anybody's house for dinner? No. Just didn't. It was just us. And living with our pain.
You guys and the dogs.
Yep. That's all we had.
Perfect family.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Dave, I don't think I have any further questions unless you do. We'll step out for a moment, but I'll come back and talk to you. But I don't think I have anything right now.
All right.
Appreciate it, Dave.
Reeve Meyer will spend 15 years to life in Utah State Prison.